Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Wow, it's been a long time since I've said those words. Hi, welcome back. It's me, Josh. We haven't seen each other for a few months. I am still alive, yes. Sorry about disappearing for so long, and if for some reason you are new to my channel and this is the very first video you're watching of my channel, hi, welcome. My name's Josh. We do like reviews about storytelling and fantasy and stuff here. Come, join, we're gonna have a great time. But essentially, the reason I'm making this video right now is twofold. First of all, this is a test for me, because if you've been following my channel, you would know that I've disappeared for about like six-ish months now. And I've just been running into so many issues and dramas along the way, which is why I disappeared for so long. I'm making this video now to kind of explain where I've been, what I've been doing, and also as kind of like a tester to make sure everything's good to go and that I can keep going on with my channel. So let me just start off by saying, if you are watching this video, everything's gone right. I've got all of my equipment working again. I'll touch on all of that in a second. I've got all of my equipment working again, and I will be getting this channel up and running again as soon as I have finished reading the next One Piece arc. So I did already read this One Piece arc, but it was like 5 months ago. And when I tried to record that video, everything just went to hell. So I'm going to reread it so I can redo that One Piece video. But yeah, essentially I just wanted to explain where I've been, why I haven't been in communication, and I wanted to get all that out of the way in kind of like a separate video so that I can just go straight back into the One Piece reviews. And if anyone that doesn't care to know where I've been, or they say they're binging the One Piece content and they don't want to hear this, they can just go straight on, and it's not like I'm starting a regular review with where the heck have I been. Alright, so I'm going to give you probably a rundown of what's happened over the course of the last year and everything that has just accrued in my life to get us to that massive 6-month break that I took. Honestly, I was also planning on doing a little bit of a joke. I have a friend that did henna tattoos, and like that thing with Luffy where he's like 1 week, crosses it out and goes like 2 years. I was going to do the same thing. I was going to do like 1 week, cross it out 6 months. But it's been such a long time that I don't even live around that woman anymore. I live on the other side of the country from her now. All right, so I'm going to talk about, I wrote down all the crazy things that happened. So essentially, I've got to take us back to about a year ago when I was living in Canada. This was when a lot of my dramas started, and it has a bigger snowball effect a little later on as to why I've been away for so long. Essentially, my internet was very bad. It would take, like after I'd finish recording a video, it would take 2 or 3 days of pure hogging up all that internet to upload that video. But there was a hotel, maybe 200 meters up the road from where I was living. And that hotel, I had access to their Wi-Fi. So what I used to do was I used to go out in the middle of the night and I would sit outside this hotel, log onto their Wi-Fi and upload the video. And instead of taking, 3 days, it would only take me 2 hours to upload the video. The issue with that is it was the dead of winter. So while I would be uploading these videos in the middle of the night, it would be like negative 30 degrees and there'd be snowing and it would be just all this kind of stuff. So I had to contend with the security guard who knew me on site and would, come and be like, get out of here. You can't, what are you doing here? Get out of here. But I also had to contend with the weather. But even so, I still managed to pretty regularly upload a video every week, and everything worked out pretty well. The issue with that is that negative 30 weather really had a massive effect on my laptop, which is something we'll touch on a little bit more. So after that, after the winter in Canada, I was with my partner who was Canadian, which is why I was living in Canada. We broke up, and we'd been together for about 5 years. It was like unexpected, we were planning on getting married, having kids, blah, blah, blah. But international relationships have a lot more stress factors because of visas and family obligations, and because we were both from opposite ends of the world, there was a lot more issues and dramas that come with an international relationship. So we very mutually decided to split and go our own ways because we were having dramas with permanent residency and stuff. I'll save you all that details. But it was very heartbreaking, right? So I flew back to Australia brokenhearted. You know, my whole future was shaken up. I had expected to be married with kids, with a dog, with a house, with like this, that, and the other. So I needed to take some time off just to kind of get my head right. And that was the beginning of my sabbatical, so to say. That was my beginning of my time off, was just this. I was heartbroken. I didn't feel like creating things. I wasn't in the right mindset. I wasn't in the right space. So I took a little bit of time off. And then when I finally decided that it was time for me to get back into it, because, you know, storytelling is something that I really enjoy, and making YouTube videos is something that I enjoy. If you've never made YouTube videos before, this is actually really good for you to, if you have, say, a fear of public speaking, making YouTube videos is like really good to face that fear, which is something that I have really enjoyed. It's something to like, there's something so gratifying about finding something that you're scared of, stepping out of your comfort zone, and then like embracing that fear and like overcoming it. And that is something that I feel a lot of when I'm making these YouTube videos. So just from like a personal standpoint, it is very gratifying to make these videos, because it's like I'm overcoming that fear of public speaking. I'm overcoming, you know, these feelings and these voices in your head that say like, don't do that. What are you doing? You're putting yourself out there. People can like say nasty things, people can whatever. But honestly, I've found that, you know, and I've said it in a whole bunch of videos, the community that I've found on YouTube, especially like the One Piece community, ever since the people that came then, I've been finding a lot of really, really great people. So anyway, I took that time off, and it gave me a long time. It gave me a long piece of time to think to myself, is YouTube something that I want to keep doing? How do I feel about it? You know, all that. Because I had been making YouTube videos every week, or like feeling that stress to make the YouTube videos every week for, I think it'd been like 2 years straight at that point, and I was very burnt out. So as much as I didn't want to take that long of a break, it honestly was pretty good for my mental, because, you know, for 2 years straight, I'd been obsessing over numbers. I'd been obsessing over this and that and the other. And it was kind of taking the fun out of it. So I'm glad I took that long break to just kind of reset my mind. And I'm going to go into this with a whole new mindset and not get crazy about it, which I think is going to translate better into my videos as well. Now, essentially, after I'd taken that long break from my breakup, you know, I was like, wow, geez, what am I doing? Do I even want to keep YouTubing? Do I want to do this? Do I want to do that? And I kind of got myself right. I decided, okay, yes, YouTube is something that I want to keep doing. I think it's good for my soul, blah, blah, blah. And at this point, I was still updating on my channel notice board or whatever it's called. And I was like, hey guys, yep, I'm coming back, blah, blah, blah. At this point, that's when I read One Piece. I kept going. I read the Fishman Island arc, I believe it is, I'm up to. And once I'd read that Fishman Island arc, I then tried to do the recording. Obviously, I tried to do this. I tried to sit down and, you know, say all the things that I wanted to say and cover all the points that I wanted to cover. My issue was that my MacBook ran into this issue where it wouldn't hold battery charge. So at the time in my head, I thought, oh, okay, cool, my MacBook, it'll turn on while I've got it plugged in, but it won't go over the point of like 0% battery. So I thought, okay, this is fine. I can still record like this, you know, whatever. Turns out I couldn't. The MacBook was just like fried. It just would not allow me to do anything. And so this is an important part of the story, that I've been using a MacBook to do all this. And the reason why I started filming using a MacBook was for GarageBand, right? Like this, it's specifically designed for YouTubers to use it. It's a pretty easy interface. Apple products come with iMovie and GarageBand, which is two fairly simple, like once you figure out how to use it, they're two fairly simple things to use, and that was what I was used to, and I was like, cool bananas. Now, my Apple just like died. It would just not turn on. It wouldn't let me record. It would only stay on for about a minute at a time. It was just not giving me what I needed, right? And at this point, I was still updating people. I was like, yep, cool. Sorry, guys, I've got some issues. I got to just get a new laptop, blah, blah, blah. So I got a nice brand new laptop, and it was like a Razer gaming laptop. I got it for like half price through like I think it was some kind of special sale or something. So I got it for half price, and I was like, cool. It's a gaming laptop. Surely it will have like the processing power I need to do the things I need it to do, right? The issue was that it is, a Windows computer. It's done through a Windows operating system, right? Now, so you can't get GarageBand or iMovie on a Windows operating system unless you do like some kind of weird, freaky stuff where you get like the Mac operating system plug-in through your Windows or something. I don't know. I'm not that tech savvy. I can't tell you how to do it. Otherwise, I would have done it. So I then had to go through on my Windows computer and find out what is the equivalent of GarageBand, what is the equivalent of iMovie, and all of the things that I came up with, like it was like Adobe and stuff, all of that was costing me like $60 a month per thing. So I'd need two of them, so it would have cost me $120 a month just to be able to record and edit. And I don't know if you guys are aware, but I actually really don't make much money on this channel. I make like $5 a month. So to then say, like it wasn't justifiable to spend $120 a month to make videos when I make $5 a month. I'd be down $115 a month every month just specifically to make videos. So I was like, crap, I can't do it until I figure out how to get my MacBook fixed. So a couple of months go by. I was in the middle of nowhere. That was another big thing. I was on an island off the coast of Australia. I was in the middle of nowhere, and my closest Apple store wasn't for like an 8-hour flight it would take to get me to my closest Apple store. But eventually I left the island. I flew to Brisbane. I went into an Apple store and I was like, hey, I just need a brand new battery in my laptop. And I was like, cool, that shouldn't be an issue. Apple stores should have spare batteries in the back, right? Like if you go to like the bigger ones, they'll probably have that spare part and it shouldn't be an issue. The guy ran the tests while I was there and he goes, oh yeah, nah, this is bad, look at this. And like all these like panic warnings came up and it was like everything in your computer is like fucked. Everything is just like screaming out for help right now. That's why your computer keeps shutting off and why it won't hold battery is because everything is just like destroyed. And it turns out that all those nights that I'd spent out in the -30, snowstorms in Canada, it all caught up with my laptop and just fried everything. Everything was destroyed inside the thing. And from there, I was like, oh man, because I was like out of a job at that point. I was like, Christ, I don't have the money to repair this. If like the whole thing's fried, how much is this going to cost me to get it fixed? And it was like, I think it was like $1,300 he ended up coming up with on his little pad machine. And he goes, yeah, it's going to cost $1,300. And I was like, wow, I don't have that money. And he goes, oh, okay, hang on. And he punches in my laptop's serial number and he goes, oh, you're still under warranty. You bought this less than 2 years ago. You're still under warranty. And I was like, yes. So I got this like $1,500, like they had to replace all the processing systems and like everything inside of my computer. Basically everything that makes a computer. They had to replace the battery as well. They had to replace everything. And I got it all covered under warranty. So I didn't have to pay a cent, which was awesome because I didn't have a job at that time either. I'm at work right now. I'm currently a bar manager in a local country pub. Just in case anyone wondered what I did, I'm now a bar manager, so that's pretty cool. Maybe I'll head back to Canada soon. Maybe I'll take up van life. Maybe I really want to open my own bar. I've been wanting to open that for like years now. So maybe I'll head to the east coast of Australia, find a nice beach and open a bar. Maybe I'll open it in Melbourne. I don't know. So all that's up in the air right now. But essentially, I've now got my laptop back from Apple. It's all fixed. If you're seeing this video, it means everything's up and running and everything's great, good to go. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for, waiting for me. I don't even know if people are going to see this because I've been away for so long and YouTube's so crazy. For all I know, all of my subscribers could have been unsubscribed or they could have done a purge. It's been like 6 months since I've been on. So very well, no one might even see this. But, if you do, thanks for hanging around. I've been getting a lot of messages from people saying like, hey, I hope you're okay. I hope everything's good. All that kind of stuff. And I do really appreciate that. Like I said, I've been lucky enough to find a really great audience of people and I have appreciated it. And finally, I'm back. I am the bar manager here at this pub. Also, so I don't know if you know about my second channel, my Bennett's Bar channel that I made when I was doing like the One Piece drinks and that. I'm thinking about getting that channel up and running again now that I'm in charge of a bar. I can do that kind of stuff now. But like I said, I might be going back to Canada, so I don't know for how much longer I'm going to be here. So everything's up in the air, but the one thing that isn't up in the air is I'm back. I'm going to start making videos again. I'm going to be reading the One Piece again as of today, because I just got my laptop back today, so I'll start reading it again today. So, maybe in a week or two, you'll get my next One Piece video. But yeah, I'm definitely back. I'm definitely not going anywhere. Everything is coming up Millhouse, so it seems. So again, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all of your kind comments that you've been giving me. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment, feed the algorithm, get me back into YouTube's good graces. I'd appreciate that a lot. I guess I'll see you next week or in the next 2 weeks, depending on how long this arc is. And as always, thank you very much.